Nigeria seeks investment to unlock potential in agricultural value chain.
It is about the resilience of our farmers, the ingenuity of our processors and entrepreneurs.
Chinese group stakes billions of naira in Nigeria's solid mineral sector.
By setting up processing plants, particularly in Nasarawa and Kebbi, where we have solid minerals in abundance.
Federal High Court orders Rivers State sole administrator to justify appointments of local government administrators. Hello and thanks for joining us on the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Stella Inamiti. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, says the federal government remains committed to attracting investment to unlock the full potential of the agricultural value chain to ensure food security, create jobs and secure a brighter future for generations yet unborn. The Vice President stated this during the groundbreaking ceremony of a multi-billion naira agro-processing industrial hub in Kaduna. Mohammed Umar Ajingi reports.
Dressed in a colorful traditional Kanuri attire, the Vice President arrived in Kaduna with a host of opportunities for the people of the state. He is here to perform the groundbreaking ceremony of an agro-processing industry, a project expected to generate jobs for the youth of Kaduna State.
They will create opportunities for our young people, empowering them with skills and knowledge to engage in meaningful work and contribute actively to the economy. The youth of Nigeria must not be spectators in the economy. They must be stakeholders, builders and shapers of their own futures. This SAPZ has been classified as one of the priority projects by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. This isn't just about bricks and mortar, it is about people. It is about the resilience of our farmers, the ingenuity of our processors and entrepreneurs, and the commitment of our government and development partners to build a future that works for everyone. What we are breaking today is not just ground. It is the foundation for a new agro-industrial processing ecosystem that will serve generations to come.
Our industries are thriving, and our state is leading Nigeria's agricultural transformation. Together, let's use this moment and turn Kaduna State into a model for agribusinesses driving economic growth.
The multi-billion-dollar investment is supported by the African Development Bank.
It's expected that $1 billion of investment will be mobilized in these zones and create thousands of jobs. The success of the special agro-industrial processing zones across Nigeria will require 5 critical enablers. First, there is need for continued strong political will and commitment at the highest levels. I have no doubt that that is the case because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has designated this as a presidential initiative.
The SAPZ program is not merely an agricultural initiative, it is a catalyst for economic growth and import substitution. As we invest in agro-processing development, we are investing in the future of our communities.
The agro-industrial processing hub is expected to host processing plants for grains, fruits, vegetables and livestock products. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Marajingi, NTA News.
Nigeria's solid mineral sector is attracting more foreign investment as a Chinese group, Zhonghong Kutai, concludes arrangement to invest a startup sum of 800 billion naira. This was disclosed when the delegation of the group from China met with the Senate Committee on Solid Minerals for discussions on the investment plan, in line with Nigeria's economic diversification drive through bilateral trade relations.
The solid mineral sector is in the nearest future going to surpass the oil that Nigeria is depending on.
We will appreciate if you can do value addition by setting up processing plants, particularly in Nasarawa and Kebbi, where we have solid minerals in abundance.
Leader of the delegation, Chan Chuan, who spoke through an interpreter, said they are aligned with the laws of Nigeria as process for license acquisition have been done. He stated further that the second tranche of investment is worth $1 billion and hopes that the committee would assist the group as it navigates the solid minerals business environment. The Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream, Ugochinyere Ikeagwonu, has expressed confidence in the ability of the new board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to deliver on its mandate. In a statement, the lawmaker commended President Tinubu for the choice of members of the board, while urging the new NNPCL's Group Chief Executive Officer, Bashir Bayo Ojulari, and his team to work at expanding the gains being recorded so far in the oil sector. The lawmaker assured that the House Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream will ensure thorough oversight of industry activities to enable Nigerians to reap the benefits of ongoing reforms carried out by the federal government in the sector. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga has committed to strengthen democratic ties with the Democratic Republic of Sao Tome and Principe to promote a unified African stance on global and regional concerns. The foreign minister disclosed this when he met with the Prime Minister of Sao Tome and Principe while on a working visit to the Vice President in Abuja. Garba Nata Allah reports.
Nigeria and Sao Tome have a long-standing relationship. In addition to their geographical proximity, they have cultural and economic ties. There have always been high-level visits between the two countries, including administering the Nigeria-Sao Tome Development Authority. However, to strengthen these ties, there are still untapped areas for collaboration.
Nigeria has a standalone blue economy ministry looking to take advantage of the wealth that exists and resources in our territorial waters, as well as in, for instance, the Joint Development Zone.
Current Discuss African Union Summit, which has the theme Justice for Africans and People of African Descent Through Reparations, which is coming soon.
Reparations for the slavery and the colonialism that African countries had to endure. Sao Tome happened to be the country where the sugar slave economy was perfected. It was tweaked there before it was applied to Brazil, before it was applied to Caribbean island nations. So that should be where the conversation should begin from. There are no signposts. There's no recognition as things stand for now. And this is all across Africa. We need to start doing that.
The visit is worthwhile to see how both countries can promote a unified African stance on reparation and justice. In Abuja, Garba Muhammad Natala, NTA News.
Traditional rulers are advocating for well-defined rules in the Constitution as a bill proposing constitutional recognition skills second reading. On NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, Senator Simon Lalong and traditional rulers from various communities discussed this development, highlighting the
of the Security Council is worrisome on its own.